Okay, welcome to Aftermath, where I'm playtesting the reference guide, geriatric version for phones 1.7.3. So first here is how to use documents. You can save it for offline use. It has an index. Because the game state is the first page, so or the second page, Day of Great Calamity. We can go to campaign start, and we have some verifications to do. So we have here the downtown city grid, where we start at Abigail Lane. Some player references. So a note of warning should be in place that while the rulebook isn't great, there is also enhanced rulebook that makes a lot of mistakes, and then I recommend to not bother with that. So what I did was I made it based on all the issues. So we have here the box, and I think we should first shuffle the item deck. And I am planning to play it through solo, which isn't supported by the main rules, but well, who cares about the main rules anyway? I think you can just play one critter. So we put this aside. So for the four base game characters, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, that is this one leftmost. So this will be our hero. I think that is Grumple. This guy. Well, I showed you the box organization with all the critters that can be in place. This is the wound tokens. We don't need that. The status cards are also not needed, so you can put them here. You also have ability cards that you can gain. So let's see. Character tuck box initialized for campaign setup. By initialized, I mean it has 4 cards. It has them. So here you have the information on what the character card is. Do not confuse them with character influence cards, which you can also check. Hopefully, oh, it's here. Character influence cards. That's those cards. And yeah, okay, we'll go back to to the index. Campaign start. Okay, the 17 encounter cards in the paper wrap, the environment cards, vehicle travel cards, they are all in place. So, yeah, the discovery box, decide on character amounts. There are several game modes, which are, I think, useful to take a short look at. Maybe zoom in. Usually then it doesn't want to focus. Maybe like so then. So there is a standard mode. There's a replay of the standard mode if you played it again. Want to play it again? Replay of standard mode randomized. And there is Roguelite mode for one or more players controlling one character each. In case of game over, you reset the campaign as normal, but you don't touch any of the character tuck boxes, so you can play with whatever you gained up so far. Roguelite mode, easy variants, so you also keep the colony intact. The infinite life mode, that is by the designer, but it's not so good because there is no point in going over time, for example. So it removes all tension. Harder difficulty mode, so you don't respawn scavenge tokens. That is all untested yet. I'm first going to test true solo. So ultimate aftermath mode to combine the above mitigated randomness. So if you're against these resolution dice, what most people do, but it's not literal in the rule book. When you do a post skill test, you have to roll the black die at in the same test along with the white die, but it doesn't say at the same time. So I interpret it as the black resolution die, and it stands thematically for the difficulty of the challenge. And the difficulty is the value that you have to roll, try to beat in the skill test. And that value is given, so the die should also be given. So this means that the target is one less to beat. And after you play the cards, you use the white die. But you can also say we all interpret any die as 0. So you are effectively eliminating the randomness in the dice. That means that you don't need to overspend. So that's what I'm going to do also. Yeah, it is here for the thematic randomness from dice. So the black die is the opposing forces, and the opposing forces, they don't materialize after you play your cards. They are. It makes more sense that they are present and observed, just like the difficulty. Okay, so no randomness from dice at all. That's all fine. Let's see. Go back to index. There are some house rule conventions that you need to consider. so because there's the original rulebook is incomplete, so you need to fill in some gaps, and those gaps have some decision space. So range interpretation, whether or not characters have their range kept to 1 or not. So the ranged items from the equipped item. Let's see. So for ranged item, of course I can't find a ranged item. Here's a ranged item. So the needler, for example, there's a range weapon 3, and if you interpret the rulebook literally, then there is no range 3. The max range is 1. So the up to 1 space away, you have to decide if you remove it or not. My recommendation is to say that if you are unarmed, you can if your character has ranged ability and it is unarmed, then it can target up to 1 space away. But for all other cases, if a weapon is equipped with a range weapon value, then you can target enemies up to that range. So that is the house rule that I will follow. Then there is battery management. Are you allowed to redistribute batteries at mission start or not? It's not mentioned in the rulebook, but most players allow this, so I recommend this to allow it. Black die timing is rolling together in the sense as with a given value. Dust feather line of sight. I introduce lower life forms to differentiate between the character card enemies and non-character card enemies. Dust feather ignores double lines and only considers hiding spots. The hiding interpretation for the